Parents, what's the biggest lie you've ever told your kid to protect them? I never thought I'd be the parent who lies to their child. Before having kids, I judged those stories about Santa and the Tooth Fairy. I'll always be honest with my daughter, I told myself. Then Emily was diagnosed with leukemia at age 6. The first few months were brutal, watching her tiny body ravaged by chemo, her beautiful curls falling out in clumps on her pillow. But Emily was resilient in ways I couldn't fathom. While I cried in bathroom stalls between her treatments, she made friends with every nurse and patient on the oncology floor. "Daddy, why does God make kids sick?" she asked one night, her big eyes staring up at me from beneath the hospital blanket. I fumbled through some answer about how sometimes bodies just get sick, and how her doctors were doing everything to make her better. I thought I'd handled it well until she asked the question that broke me. Am I going to die like Sammy? Sammy was her friend from the playroom, a 10-year-old boy who'd lost his battle 3 weeks earlier. The staff had tried to shield the children, but kids always know more than we think. I should have given her some age-appropriate truth. Instead, I looked into those trusting eyes and said, "No, baby, you're going to be just fine." Her oncologist had told us 2 days earlier that the cancer wasn't responding to treatment. The 5-year survival rate for her particular aggressive subtype was less than 30%. "Promise?" she asked, holding out her pinky. I linked my finger with hers. "I promise." That night, my wife found me sobbing in our car in the hospital parking garage. I lied to her, I confessed. I promised she wouldn't die. My wife squeezed my hand. Maybe it's not a lie. Maybe she will beat this. For 8 months, I doubled down on that lie. I became the most optimistic cancer dad in history. When Emily's hair fell out completely, I showed up with my head freshly shaved and told her we were starting a cool new trend. When she couldn't hold down food, I pretended we were playing a game to see who could survive longest on popsicles alone. I researched experimental treatments at midnight. I joined support groups at 3 a.m. I prayed to a God I wasn't sure I believed in anymore, and I kept promising her, "You're going to be fine." The miracle came in the form of a clinical trial that her doctor fought to get her into. Against all odds, Emily's cancer began to retreat. Remission followed. Then 1 year, cancer-free. Then 5. Today, Emily is 16. She doesn't remember much from that time. Fragments, mostly. She knows she had cancer. She knows it was serious. But she doesn't remember me making that promise. Last week, I found her journal open on the kitchen counter. I know I shouldn't have read it, but a father's name caught my eye. My name. Dad thinks I don't remember, but I do. I remember when he promised I wouldn't die like Sammy. I was so scared, but he was so certain that I believed him. His certainty made me fight harder. Sometimes I wonder if I'd still be here if he had told me the truth. I closed the journal and put it back exactly where I'd found it.